there. Ryan Lowe all the way back on the throttle, heading back into turn number 1. Fayash now, though, that's the battle for second. Tries to get around Josh Berry. Josh Berry, we saw him do this at the beginning of the race. Able to hold him off on the top side. This time, though, it looks like Fayash has the upper hand as they head back to turn 3.
The 88 machine wants to keep that 77 as low on track as he can, because when we're single file, we're no longer down on the yellow line. These guys running up about half a lane to a lane, so that 88 could find himself in a preferred position, and he's keeping him honest. Still door to door at a turn number 2. What that means, though, is they're losing time on the race leader and to the guys behind them. So while Brandon Hoff and Dylan Duval fight side by side for 4th, it is allowing the 21 Allen Bowes behind to stay right in this conversation, and at the rate of 0.2 per lap, they're letting Ryan Lowe get away.
Yeah, they are. And 77 of Fayash still door-to-door with Josh Berry, and no caution on the racetrack for an incident. We'll get a replay for you here in just a few moments here. I'm hearing it's the Michael J. Johnson entry as well as those two up front. Man, they're still side by side, almost banging doors here a few times there through 1 and 2 on the back straightaway. Fayash, Berry, still side by side as you see a full screen replay of the incident with Michael Johnson.
He got sideways in turn number 2 by himself and checked a lot of guys up, but he cross-checked the 72 of Paul Kashiba into the outside wall. No caution because nobody went all the way around, but I know the 22 got a look at that one, so damage on Rob Ackley as well as the 54 of Jacob Harberts. It's a 4-car accident. No yellow, though. We stay clean and green up front side, and that's where you'll see Josh Berry and Andrew Fayash the third. The 88 on the outside, the 77 on the bottom. Still side by side for P2. Now a big run on the inside in turn number 3. Fayash trying to get clear. To 3 and 4 they go at lap 126. Finally, he'll get the job done. 6 laps off of the restart, not before losing a second to Ryan Lowe out in front. But it is Andrew Fayash now solely in control of the number 2 spot. Look at the 20. To somebody, you start to make up time, you start to think, can I get a little bit more and a little bit more, and you see now as Allen Bowes gets stuck on the outside and Fayash goes to the inside, you start to wonder, did that 21 push it a little bit too much? We didn't see him driving that car, snapping it sideways on this run, but we had seen him do that earlier in the night, so maybe we just pushed it a little bit too hard, tires got heated, we're going to go 3 wide around the 18 lap traffic to turn 1, Fayash going to keep the nose planted on the bottom. This is good news though for Ryan Lowe because it's a good fight for second.
That's great fight, and he'll continue to pull away right now as Fayash still cannot get around Allen Bowes. Is still making it real tough for him right now off turn number 4. Allen Bowes still going to have that position right now. He's cleared the 77, but Fayash going to stick the nose right back in there into turn number 1. Might have him cleared right now off of turn 2. Not quite going to happen, though. They're still door-to-door for that battle for second into 3.
and he about came up on him and thought he was clear, and that was almost contact in turn 2. And for Andrew Fayash, you know that you're quicker than him because you caught him, so you're getting frustrated because, you know, and Justin, you mentioned it, that 77 was turning lap times quicker than Ryan Lowe. He can't be giving up a second or so, but the gap is already down to 0.8 of a second as they continue to fight, and Fayash knows that the further and further away that 38 gets, the slimmer and slimmer, I guess, his hopes really are, but that 21 machine is not giving him anything on the outside of the racetrack. It is giving Fayash a hard time breaking free, and it's allowing Ryan Lowe to get out and away. And finally, at lap 184, Fayash going to get clear. He'll jump up in front, but the damage has been done. He's now 7/10 behind.
Damage is done, and the damage
Trying to stay out of the way as they come off of turn 2. The gap's still closing.
The gap is still closing. 2 laps to go next time. My popsicle stick's going to be in the air for your front 2 leaders. The gap is a half a car length. Fayash is there. Can he get to him? Can he lay the word? And loose! Low, very loose, side by side now into turn number 1. 2 laps to go. Andrew Fayash, he's there. Can he get it done? He's going to have to do it the Earnhardt way as he's in the wall. His car is beating, banging. It's going to be 1 lap to go. Who's it going to be?
Fayash was about run out of room. They're going to be side by side, 3/4 of a mile to go at Richmond. Here comes the 77 lap traffic. Just a couple of car lengths in front. Who's going to get the W? It has been Ryan Lowe all night long. He'll work the bottom. Fayash the outside, half a car length advantage. It's 3 and 4 for the final time. Ryan Lowe going to push up. Can he hang on? Outside the show stealer, Andrew Fayash wins at Richmond.